Welcome to The Power of Presence, an hour dedicated to helping you improve relationships with those around you, and in turn, helping to improve your life. Your hosts for The Power of Presence are renowned talk show host Mike Siegel and Lynn Taylor, president of Taylor Protocols Incorporated. Now, here are Mike and Lynn.
All right, Dan, let's get back to talking about, you gave us that great example of the fellow who you actually gave specific ways of improving his business and therefore improving his revenue and probably being a better consultant to the people he worked with. Now, what about return on investment? As a result of becoming a VAR, and we want you to explain what a VAR is, but becoming that, return on investment improves through Taylor Protocols and the Core Values Index. How does that happen? Who is a VAR, a VAR, and how does return on investment improve through the CVI?
Well, Mike, our VARs, when they come on board with us, they pay us a one-time lifetime fee of $4,000, and then they pay us $50 a month to maintain their license. Return on investment means that we have proven over and over again that we will return that money and more when our VARs work with us. Typically, after our first or second project, a VAR will have the opportunity to receive back revenue, commissions, revenue after they've done that project with us. So we have several examples of that. Quite often, a VAR will receive, we pay 20% on our commissions, and they will receive that money. And then when we go to do a project in a company where we need to have feet on the ground and people there, we will invite the VAR to shadow us, and they will charge a day rate to be there. And usually that is the start of many, many more things. So my very first experience in this was remarkable. I ended up doing an executive team profile with Lynn the very first time. Following that, they did several top performer profiles, and I'm sure that on the show we're talking a little bit about those products and how they work. But after doing those processes, it was really evident after the first executive team profile that there were several things going on in the company that needed coaching. And we did this over and over again. We would do the initial diagnostic step of doing an executive team profile. 2 or 3 weeks later, I would talk to the company owner and simply say, we identified 3 or 4 things that are initiatives that you really need to fix in your company. I would like to be your coach, and I'd like you to hire me to come in and help you fix those things. And the result of the money that we would find, usually in those initial processes, would make that decision very easy for the coaches and consultants. For the presidents and the owners that we would talk to there. So that's how I began to form my business. And I said earlier that I didn't mention this word, but many coaches and consultants have what we call a feast or famine experience, where they're working happily in a company, doing their work for a long time, and then when that work is finished, have to spend the next 3 months finding their next gig. And what I found was that doing a number of these executive team profiles, human capital audits, top performer profiles, that these things opened up quite a bit of work for me where I never really had the feast or famine experience again.
You've been listening to The Power of Presence. Your hosts have been talk show host Mike Siegel and Lynn Taylor, president of Taylor Protocols Incorporated.